They've won Tonys and Oscars and Emmys and Grammys. There's no red carpet because they're home in their jammies. From Melrose Place to Broadway to Janeway and her crew. Let Seth and James bring all the stars to you.
Anywho.
They're entertaining everyone, so who's gonna grouse? Just sit right back and you'll hear some tales on Stars in the House.
Hold on.
Hello. We're on, Seth.
Hi, guys. Wait, hold on. We get these weird notifications now. Hi, guys. Look, Gay Lesbian Synagogue. I'm wearing my signature lesbian shirt. And look at my amazing haircut. Thank you, Julie Wesley.
Rudetsky Wesley. You
All
did
right.
adopt her. She has a new name.
God.
Just because she hasn't got the new
Who
birth
would
certificate.
take on that horrible name?
Well, there you go.
Welcome to Stars in the House.
Yes. Hi, I'm James Wesley.
I'm Seth Rudetsky.
And Seth has his coffee.
Why?
Why? Because we have our mugs.
We have our fabulous Stars in the House swag. Isn't that great?
Yes, we do.
And wait, don't we have to show off where Bagel's sleeping on?
Well, yeah. Got it. That's for Dr. LaPook. That's for
Can you
Dr.
see?
LaPook.
Well, show that.
Hashtag don't kill grandma. And
Look.
a new pillow for Bagel.
Isn't
That's
this
right.
amazing? Thank you, Jen Way. Jen Way spearheaded the whole thing. Bagel wants to get on the couch.
I
Poor little
know.
boy.
I know.
How
Okay.
do people get it? And then we gotta start.
What did you say?
How do people get it? Because I don't even know.
They go to starsinthehouse.com. Seth has to pour his coffee. Seth, before we get started,
Yes, Queen.
tell everyone this is normally for the Actors Fund, for whom we've raised over $600,000. But today is a special show, which is why I'm going to hand it over to you because
I'm Jewish.
and because you've done the show. I think this will be, including this virtual one, your fifth time to do it.
Yeah.
Right.
This is my fifth time raising money for. Wow, we have so many comments ready for Best Simchas Torah.
Yes.
We'll discuss it all. Jimmy, I know you have to go deal with the phone call you're getting.
Yeah, because we premiered our song Georgia on My Mind, Broadway for Georgia, that we produced with Shelley Williams and Joseph Joubert and Michael McElroy and Audra McDonald, and it's out, and which is exciting. But I've got a phone call right now that's happening.
Okay.
I got to, but hold on though.
Yes.
We do have to say before we get started.
This is called a soft open, by the way.
It's
Sorry,
a-
'cause I'm focusing on my
'cause I
coffee.
know you have Benj Pasek who's coming on first.
Yes.
But that our show, the last Stars in the House that we did, was Chicago, the revival of Chicago.
With the 6 Mary Murderesses, and Bebe Neuwirth was one of them, of course.
Right, and Bebe Neuwirth. And we just wanted to extend our condolences to them and so many people who loved Ann Reinking. And we felt really honored that we were able to have a show that, with all these women, if you haven't seen Saturday's show, you should see it because it's a love fest about Anne. Annie, as people who were close to her called her.
It's actually the night she passed away, and weirdly, all the women kept talking about how much they loved Ann Reinking. It was really like a universal, amazing thing.
When we ended the broadcast, the women wanted to keep talking. We were just like, okay, so we turned off our camera and our mic and we walked away. And I think we came back 20 minutes later and they were still talking. And we would overhear things in the hallway and it was like, oh, they're still on. And we would hear, it was, like I said, a love fest for Annie. So we wanted to acknowledge that and again give our condolences. So
let's start the menorah.
Seth, so you're going to start. You're going to turn off your ringer. You're going to drink your coffee. He has a whole thing of sugar that may be gone by the time they come back. Seth, take it away.
All right. So I'm gonna, because I know Benj has to go, or everyone has different time schedules. Benj has to go early. I'm gonna bring on first Benj Pasek. Then I'm bring in his favorite person 1 second later. So Benj Pasek, hi, fellow Jew.
Hello, fellow Jew. How are you?
So, it's all good. If you don't know Benj, he wrote Dear Evan Hansen.
Ha. A lot of
He wrote, thank you. He wrote Lila Tov. Is that what you say when you go to bed? So La La Land? Anybody?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
And I know that your favorite person is a certain rabbi. So let me bring on Rabbi Sharon Kleinbaum to kick this thing off. Rabbi Sharon Kleinbaum.
Benj is one of my favorite people.
Hello, Rabbi.
Hello, Benj. I'm thrilled to be here with you.
I'm thrilled to
such
be
a huge fan of yours.
Oh my God. Wait, so I don't think I've told you this directly, but you probably have heard the story that I was like a wandering Jew a couple couple of Rosh Hashanahs ago, and I wandered into your service, and literally one of the things that you said about like the shofar and waking you up from your, being asleep. I literally was like in shul, just like crying, and I never go to synagogue. So like literally tears, and then I left to like cry in a Boston market by myself. So you're very inspiring. And
wow, that's beautiful, Benj. I've told Seth this many times. My goal is to make synagogue as meaningful and as moving as the greatest theater experience, because I think that's holy. That's
as meaningful, as moving, and also as hilarious. Because she's
humor is important in shul and in theater.
And I just want to
music and humor. You've got to have that.
And I want to give a shout out to Benj for outing himself for going from Yom Kippur service to Boston Market right after. Interesting.
Yeah. I did say Rosh
Hashanah. He said Rosh Hashanah.
Okay, Rabbi, stop listening so closely. Okay.
But listen, it's okay with me. I have no judgment from me about how people observe anything.
She's got it going on. Okay, so hold on. Do we need to light the Hanukkah now, or
let's do it now? We've got our cantorial intern Sam Rosen here to sing, because I'm not a singer, although I do love singing. And Seth, I have been working on my Guys and Dolls number that I screwed up last year, but I'm not ready. But I'm working on it.
Okay, we'll get back to you. Cantorial intern Sam Rosen?
Yes. So Sam's going to join us, and he's going to do the singing to do the blessings over the menorah. 1, 2, 3.
Hey!
Yay! So I'm going to go over to my menorah, and we're going to light. Sam's going to do the blessing, and then we light.
I love this.
All right.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Hanukkah.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa nisim lavoteinu bayamim hahem b'zman hazeh. Ma'os tzur yeshuati lechana leshaveach tikom beit tefilati v'sham toda nezaveach le'et achin matbeach mitzad hamnaveach az egmor v'shir mizmor Chanukat hamizbeach az egmor v'shir mizmor Chanukat hamizbeach.
Happy Hanukkah to everybody on this 6th night. Keep bringing the light. It's a good thing, how lights in this dark time.
Hanukkah.
That was beautiful. And Benj, you win for the most beautiful menorah ever.
Really, that is beautiful menorah, Benj.
I honestly felt so good because I wanted to clap after you sang. Like, that's not the move. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh, man. All right, Sam, bravo to you. Maybe you'll be in the next cast of Dear Evan Hansen. Keep it up. Peace out. I don't know who you play, but we'll work on it. Thank you. Amazing. Okay, hold on. Wait, I'm going to change this screen. So I'm going to, Rabbi Kleinbaum, I'm going to bring you back because I'm going to talk to you right after Benj. So
right.
Rabbi, you come back. Okay, so Benj,
Seth.
just give me 2 seconds. I know. So much talk about Jewishness-wise, but I love that you wrote A Christmas Story. And I love that somehow you shoved a Hanukkah song in the middle of A Christmas Story. So how did that happen? Was it one of those contractual things where you're like, I will no longer write A Christmas Story until we honor my people?
Okay, so first of all, when we were first writing A Christmas Story, Justin and I, we were out of town at Seattle Fifth Avenue. And I remember like literally during the high holy days, like we were, trying to like find rhymes for, Christmas songs. And we premiered it, and then we got to do A Christmas Story live, and Marc Platt produced it, and Justin and I always wanted to write a Hanukkah song, and there's another guy, Adam Siegel, who's one of the producers, and we were like, if we're going to do this again, we got to write a Hanukkah song. And we knew that Anna was going to be in it, so it was like, let's write a big old Hanukkah number, and that's what we did.
A high belting Hanukkah song with Anna Gasteyer. And there's some really clever rhymes in it. What's your favorite? What are you most proud of?
Oh gosh, I think there's like a Temple Beth Shalom rhyme or something. I need to actually go back and look at the lyrics. But there's like a Temple Beth Shalom, which is like a, like your average synagogue on the block kind of thing. I think it's like a home Temple Beth and
Beth Shalom. Oh,
something
yeah,
else.
they say we learned it. The little boy says we're
exactly.
the best. And before I play, so is this? So can we just talk about kvelling? Like, what's the relatives kvelling when, like, you're on the Oscars and the Tonys? Is it a comedy? I guess my question, because it's more of a Jackie Hoffman. How much 50% kvelling and how much 50%? Why weren't you more on camera? Like, which one is happening Jewish wise?
It's a lot of like, why weren't you more? Yeah, a lot of the latter. And like, and like tips for like how to do it better next time. Very Jewish.
It's a classic Jackie Hoffman. I'm gonna make Jackie talk about. We looked for you on Law and Order. You were on camera for like a second. Jackie will talk. I'm ruining your jokes. Okay, so Benj, I'm playing your big Hanukkah song. It's like I never get a chance to play Hanukkah songs in this show. This is from Anna Gasteyer sang it in Christmas Story on TV, and then Anna, I do a live concert every Sunday. So this is from the live concert we just did. I wouldn't say my piano playing is amazing, but I would say she sounds amazing. And Benj, I think you can be pretty impressed that she can still hit those notes. So, and everybody, she sounds amazing. By the way, we're going to talk about why you should donate, but why don't you get started on the donating now? You see underneath there at cbst.org/givejoin, or you can text CBST to 44321. So that's how you can help. And then we'll talk about forwarding donations. We'll read them out loud, but start the donating now and enjoy Anna Gasteyer's belting. Benj, here we go. Here we go. Oops.
At Christmas time, when you're a Jew, it's easy to feel kind of blue, with everyone reminding you you're different from the rest.
Exactly.
Well, they can keep their Christmas trees. Our lawns need no nativities. We got matzo balls and the Maccabees. Who could be depressed? Hanukkah is here. It reminds us every year that when your days are growing dim, light just might appear. So you're in luck, my dear, 'cause if you're in the market for a miracle, one is headed right to you. So somebody say hallelujah. Market for a miracle. Slap a happy smile on that face. If you're in the market for a miracle, you came to the right place. So throw some latkes on your plate. Go stuff yourself, let's celebrate. I think every Jew in this old state is here inside my home. There's no need to be concerned. Just think how long that oil burned. There are miracles, or so I've learned, at Temple Beth Shalom. If you're in the market for a miracle, we're serving all you can handle. It starts by grabbing a candle, light it up and park it for a miracle. I'll tell you what, I'll cut right to the chase. If you're in the market for a miracle, you came to the right place. Everybody says, la da 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 da. You know that Jesus was Jewish.
Yes.
La da 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 da. Raise a glass to the Israelites, living it up for 8 crazy nights. Boy, chick, you wanna stick with me? If you're in the market for a miracle, you're about to be blessed. A Jewish mother knows best. When you're in the dark, it takes a miracle. Come on, baby, let me rest my case. If you're in the market, come on, take that tush and park it. If you're in the market for a miracle,
I've never seen her do that live before. Like you at the piano. That's awesome, Seth.
I love the scatting at the end. Like,
It's
no
just like,
reason.
let's make it jazz. Let's make it jazz.
Is it fun to like see your songs? Like what? Speaking of spelling, what do you feel to yourself? You one of those like, oh my god, I hate that lyric, or are you like really proud and happy?
I hate everything. I'm like, I can't like look at myself without, having agita and taking an Ativan. Yeah.
Okay, you're what we call a mess.
Yeah.
Benj Pasek, thank you for all your support and Bet Simchas Torah.
And thank you for raising money for this incredible synagogue. People give below. It's an amazing place, and I'm so glad that you're doing this, Seth. So thanks for
I love that you wandered into Rosh Hashanah services at Jacob Javits Center, right?
Yes, wasn't it at the Jacob Javits Center? No, it was like a different location 2 years ago. It was somewhere else. And and by the way, there was no room for me, so there was like an overflow room, and I was like watching still through like a TV monitor, and I still cried. That's the power of this place.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
All right. Peace out, Benj. Keep writing Broadway shows and movies. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Before I bring on Ms. Hoffman, let me just give a little bit of chatting with Rabbi Kleinbaum so we know why the hell we're donating. Rabbi Kleinbaum.
Seth, first of all, can I say how much I love your dogs?
My babies. I know that's just two of them. We have two more downstairs. Thank you. My little babies.
I've got two too. But do they bark during your shows?
Two of them do. That's why they're separated.
Yeah.
It's a little upset.
Yeah, there were.
Oh, Carol's wait. Oh, I think David is testing something. David, you look crazy. Okay, ignore that. Rabbi Sharon Kleinbaum, why? I'm going to tell you why I decided to do this, and then you tell me why people started. I decided to do this fundraiser because I went like Benj did to the high holiday services. I went to Jacob Javits Center, and if people know synagogues, the one time Jewish people want to go to services, they feel guilty and they feel they have to go as the high holidays. So every synagogue charges for the high holidays because they're like, we're not going to make any money unless we make people pay, and we know they're going to show up on Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. So that's the day you always have to have a ticket, and it's very stressful. Well, cut to Bet Simchas Torah, no tickets. So they rent out the Jacob Javits Center overlooking the Hudson River. It's giant, filled to the brim. By the way, 50% gay people, maybe 40%, like just everybody showed up, not necessarily gay, and there was no money being charged. This is back in the 90s, and I was like, I have to do a fundraiser for these amazing people. So I actually have a clip of the first fundraiser I did for you. Yeah. Back in, I think it was 1997.
Don't Tell Mama.
Don't Tell Mama.
Yep. It was a fantastic show.
Thank you.
Well, do you remember you came up to me after services and you said, stop talking about Beethoven so much? Remember, I was giving some sermon about classical music. You said, we're gays. We love Broadway also. And then you're right, Seth. We love Beethoven and we love Broadway.
Yeah, let's focus more on the second B, not the first B.
Well, the second B for tonight. I'm okay. I like them both. I like them both.
I think it was Aaron Copland that sent me spiraling. That's when I was like, it's like, I don't need any open fifths. Anyway, so this is the first benefit I did for you guys, and I celebrated gay Jewish composers. So I did Henry Krieger, who wrote Dreamgirls, and David Freeman, who wrote this beautiful song. And this is my sister Beth singing a song with David Freeman. And what I loved is that I said it was very annoying growing up with my sister had a rhyming name, Seth and Beth. And then Sharon, you outed yourself, right?
Yes, because my brother's name is Aaron. There you go. So we're clearly twins.
Bunch of idiots. So here's the very first benefit, 1997. This is Beth singing David Freeman.
Wow, Seth. Fantastic.
Let's watch Bethy.
Amazing. But do you remember being in those crowded clubs like Don't Tell Mama, everybody all packed together, cheering and singing and listening to great music?
Yeah, wow. I do.
Yeah.
Well, we got to go back to that girl. Okay, so I'm wanting people to donate tonight. And if you can see on the bottom, once you donate, forward your receipt to donations@starsinthehouse.com, and then we'll have them read out loud, or Marc Shaiman will set them to music. So you donate there, and then you forward them. So, Rabbi Sharon Kleinbaum, I'm going to have this up the whole time you talk because I love your headshot.
Okay, thank you.
Why should people donate? What do you guys do that is beyond services?
You know what we're about, Seth, is creating a place for people to actually experience community in a world in which it's anti-community, a place where people can actually build something that's bigger than themselves and to experience humor and love and laughter and music and prayer and study. We're not about creating a religious experience that's somehow isolated from the world, but every part of each person is welcome through the door, if we had a door to come through, of course, or through the Zoom camera. And it started as this gay synagogue in 1973 by a small group of mostly gay men who wanted to be both deeply Jewish and openly gay, which was a radical idea then. Well, that's the 90s when I came to CBST in 1992. That's
it's black and white, so it looks kind of
black
70s.
and white. So yeah. And you know, it was impossible. If you were gay and you wanted to live a life as a gay person, you couldn't be part of the Jewish community. If you wanted to be a gay person in the Jewish community, you had to completely hide it. There was no, what we're doing right now, you and me, Seth, impossible in 1973. And people, a small group said, you know what? I don't want to have to make the choice between one or the other. I want to do both. I want to be gay and Jewish. And listen, we know how deeply connected those two things are and how much of the sensibility feeds each other. So this community has been created. And now, as you said, we have many, many non-gay people. We're very liberal. We welcome non-gay people. We have little support groups if they want to work out their issues and family issues and what it was like when they told their parents and things like that. We like those sad stories, but we're very liberal that way, Seth. We're very, very we welcome everybody. Yes, it's very noble. And we love theater and beauty and art, and we care about culture as much as we care about things like the environment and social justice. And we care about immigrants and making sure that the kind of pain that any one of us ever experienced doesn't happen again, which is why what you described, we would never charge tickets for a high holiday services because we don't want any barriers that so many of us have experienced to be there. But it means we all have to chip in. There's no great faucet of money coming from above. And another reason that CBST is important is because of people like you, Seth. And I want to make a pitch for the Actors Fund, which you have been supporting. You're a great example of the great gay Jew that I love so much. And James, he's honorary. Since March, I want to make sure people who are here just for CBST know what you've been doing. And I've come to many, many, many of your shows. Since March, James and Seth have been doing initially 2 a day shows, engaging all the great musical talents who don't have a stage right now and creating a stage. You've created a stage, Seth. You've created a stage for performers to perform and to raise money for the great organization, the Actors Fund, which is really supporting, and now in this particular time, supporting actors and other theater people.
And well, everybody in the business.
Yes, that's what I meant. Theater people, all the people in the theater, right? Who are.
Thank you. I love that you know that, Sharon Kleinbaum.
Seth, I'm a fan of yours. I come to your shows, and what you do is exactly what makes CBST great. People figure out what we can do to make a difference in the world. And as I keep saying, everybody's got a light that they have, and we got to light our own light and rely on the person next to us to light theirs, and we'll light the whole menorah. You know, we can do one at a time. And so, Seth, what you've done is just so moving. You took this pandemic. You took all these people who are out of work and you said, I'm going to create a stage. I'm going to figure out a way to do it. And, you know, the technology, I remember the early shows you did. The technology was wonkier then. And you figured out how to really create this stage for theater people to be able to do their thing. And for those of us who are audience to be able to have a place to go. So I'm so grateful to you, Seth. So deeply, deeply grateful. So give to both. Give to the Actors Fund. Give to CBST.
Ignore that. I don't know why Bagel's barking. Yeah, please give to CBST. Please give to.
Notice that Seth's dog's name is Bagel. Okay.
He's really never barked. Oh, you know what? I think it's a snowman. Hold on.
Anyway, so, and by the way, we now have services on Zoom it's actually on Facebook every Friday night at 6:30. So wherever you are located, join us at services Friday night, 6:30 p.m. We have people even now, today, to your show right now, Seth, from Bulgaria, who are joining us from all over the United States. It's crazy.
I can't tell you the comments that are coming like well, by the way, everyone's feeling this. Loving Rabbi Sharon Kleinbaum. And of course, my sister, the other sister without the rhyming name, Nancy, love Rabbi Kleinbaum. So many things I want to say. I'm going to bring you back. But this, by the way, our daughter, Julie, did go to your Hebrew school.
Yeah.
Separate is she's dyslexic. And it was like, the idea of learning another language, we were like, we're taking you out. But look how cute this is. It's just so cute.
By the way, those kids, as you know, because of Julie's age, those kids are now all in their mid to late 20s.
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to bring you back. Thank you, Sharon.
Okay.
Climb, don't go anywhere, please. Love the rabbi. Okay, now let me bring on Queen Jew herself. She should have won that Emmy. We're all so furious. Ms. Jackie Hoffman. Oh my God, the menorah. That is amazing. James, look at Jackie. Hold on. She's a little reindeer with him. Jackie Hoffman, you're adorable.
Is he with you? What's that? I don't understand.
He's working. We have this, as usual, we have like another project. We're doing this project for Georgia voting.
At the same time, only you could be doing a show and doing another show at the same time.
It's quote unquote all good. Jackie Hoffman, you're hilarious. I literally was stealing your joke. So please
Ruining it.
And ruining it. It's mine. Please
must think I'm really funny now.
Wait, please talk about your relatives. Please do your version of when you tell them that you're on a TV show and what they say to you.
It was actually the Tony Awards. A year we did Xanadu on the Tony Awards, and my sister said, "We saw you on TV. It was like for a second, I don't know if it was you. It might have been not you. It was so fast, like a second."
It's so annoying. Now, by the way, it's basically the same voice you use for every annoying Jewish person in your life. That's what I love, because it's the same voice. I make you tell all the jokes I love. Talk about the joke when the person asks for your autograph in like next to the train station. My daughter says you're famous.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're not all the same voice. My sister was more youthful. This is more shrill. I think accused my bits from 1972. Is she famous? My daughter said get her autograph if she's famous. It's
so annoying. Jackie Hoffman, how are you dealing with Hanukkah? Are you celebrating it at all? You're just like, this year is too depressing.
Oh no, of course we're lighting our menorah and lighting the menorah.
That's it.
Yeah,
Any gifts? Any gifts?
He got me pinkberry and silk liners that you put under your gloves to make your gloves warmer, because I have no circulation.
Yeah, that's your signature.
And and I got him long underwear.
Were you one of those families that grew up like my family, like it's not a real holiday, like, not really giving gifts, or did you try to make it like a big gift giving holiday?
Well, I was the youngest, and I was very spoiled, and I demanded gifts. So they made sure that I had gifts. But yeah, it's not a Yom Tif, but we always celebrated. We celebrated all 46 Jewish holidays of the year.
As you should. Shemini Atzeres. I'm begging you to do more bits. Can you do the other bit I love about what your mom's going to make for? Is it for Shabbos or was it for a Yom Tiv? When you would describe the food.
It could have been any day, really.
Describe it.
Oh gosh, let's see. I have turkey, veal, meatloaf, chicken, fried chicken, baked chicken, roast chicken, potato, kugel, lukshin, kugel, simith, soup, potatoes, rice, and challah for a starch. Everybody take more food. I hope there's enough food. Did everybody take more food? Food. That's nice. Making me do it after she died is extra specially sensitive of you. It's nice.
Oh! I was celebrating her life.
Yes, bringing back a memory. Thanks for a memory.
That was from your amazing Scrooge show?
Yes, a Hanukkah Carol, which, if all goes well, is going to London a year from now.
It would have been great for you to do this December. It's the kind of thing you could do online too.
Yes, it is. Maybe the Actors Fund should have asked me to.
Well, if you weren't wearing that headdress, that's a fire hazard. Where is it going to be in London, Jackie Hoffman? Do we know?
Oh, God, I don't know. I don't know anything about London. In a chimney somewhere.
What did your mother call Europe?
A graveyard for Jews.
I know all your bits.
Yeah,
Okay.
not the latest. You didn't see Seamless, did you? When I talked about the audience from Fiddler, you want annoying.
Oh, from the Yiddish Fiddler. By the way, everyone's loving you. Just FYI, love Jackie. She's great in all she does.
And all she used to do.
That's not true. Oh, wow. But someone wants to know why there was no charoset in that list.
Oh, that's only for Pesach.
And by the way, of course, my sister Nancy, same sense of humor. She loves that it ends with food.
Oh, Nancy's got a hell of a vibrato. I had no idea. She's
That's
a
the other sister. That's Beth. Beth's an amazing singer. Yeah. We have a lot of musicians in my family.
Beth, right.
All right. So Jackie Hoffman, I'm begging you to do your Christmas song.
Yes, I have it. Let me introduce the band.
I recorded the piano part on the iPhone.
Okay. When you're singing on Christmas Eve with the choir high in the steeple, just remember your favorite tunes were written by my people, adored by Jews and Goyim, old and young. I'll sing you one in the Yiddish tongue. Es kommt sich mir weiße Kratz mich, pinkt wie die Kratzbäcklich, wo sich der Mann, wie die Bäumspitzen schimmerieren und Kinder zerlegende Euren zu heim schlitten gleich in dem Schnee. Es kommt sich mir weiße Kratz mich, mit jeder einem Kratz mich kalt, wo's ich schreib. So'n eure Tag seinen lebendig und lichtig, und so'n alle eure Kratzmichlich seinen weiß. Okay, now, everybody, yeah. Es kommt sich mir weiter, kommt sich mir weiße Kratzmich. Good, Kratzmich. Just the lesbians. Mit jeder einem Kratzmich, halt wo's ich schreib. Everybody, so'n eure Tag seinen lebendig und lichtig, und so'n alle eure kratzmichlich seinen weiß. The Seth Rudetsky Orchestra.
You still got it.
Hi, Jackie.
EST, everybody.
Happy Hanukkah. As Andrew says, hold on. Where? Oh my God, so many comments I can't get to. Bahaha. Delicious, delightful, and lovely. I'm kvelling. You still got it. Thank you, Jackie, for supporting Best Simchas Torah. Peace out. Have a happy Hanukkah.
Thank you. Bless you and all the work you do.
Thank you, Jackala. So great seeing you. Oh, hold on. What'd you say? You said a nice thing and I cut you off.
I said God should only give you strength.
But why does it sound devastated? Thank you.
Everything's devastating.
Love Yenta. Okay, we got to take a 5-minute. Hold on, Sharon Kleinbaum. Sharon Kleinbaum, did you ever hear that song, Rabbi?
No, I have not heard it quite in the Yiddish before. That's just brilliant. She's just fantastic.
Right?
I think we're going to have to do it at CBST next year.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Go from your mouth to God's ears.
Please, God. Please.
Okay, well, speaking of Jews, we're going to bring on our Jewish doctor that we have every night from CBS, our chief medical correspondent, Dr. John LaPook.
This is hilarious.
It's our fundraiser for Best Simchas Torah.
You know, you made my day, really. It's hello, Rabbi.
Hello, John. Nice to be with you.
Nice to be with you. Chag Sameach.
Chag Sameach to you too. May all of your latkes be crispy.
And oily.
And oily, yeah.
Dr. LaPook, give us the latest vaccine update.
Well, you are so lucky. You're getting this before CBS News yet again. I just got off the phone with Francis Collins, who's the head of the NIH, National Institutes of Health. And he told me a couple of interesting things. One is the FDA today approved a home test, an antigen test for COVID. You can actually do at home. So
do you have to do the up the schnozzella thing?
Up the schnozzella with a rubber.
Right. Welcome back, Cotter. Right. But wait, so you could do it yourself, and then how quickly do you get the results?
I think you do it right, like then, within, I think, 20 minutes, 40 minutes, something like that at home. So I have to read up about it because he literally just told it to me. And wow, it's now FDA approved, and they're going to, I think the eventual price is going to be like $30. Do it at home, seems to be sensitive and specific. So that's really interesting. But again, as I like to say, put an asterisk. I've got to read more about it because I literally just got off of the interview with him. The other thing that he told me is, there's a lot of vaccine hesitancy out there, right, which is going to be a problem because if you need 70 to 80% of the country immunized in order to have herd immunity, I love how everybody knows now what herd immunity is. And if you have 40% of the country that's not going to take the vaccine, the math doesn't add up. So
the problem is also the Jews are going to want multiple doses each.
It's like two pairs of pants.
We have the other problem in the Jewish world. Everybody wants, if it's good once, surely it'll be better twice or 3 times or 4 times.
The truth is actually you do need 2 doses. So you need.
But I mean 2 doses.
She means double.
I mean double.
Double. You mean like 36 instead of 18.
Exactly.
Okay. It is life-giving, the vaccine. And I'll just very quickly do the summary of why you shouldn't worry about the term Operation Warp Speed that he just gave me. First of all, the vaccine itself was created in actually a couple of days, believe it or not, based on technology that goes back decades. But the vaccine was done and ready for the testing in phase 1 by March. Operation Warp Speed did not start till May. Right. So Operation Warp Speed, with all everybody's fears it's going too fast, had nothing to do with actually making the vaccine and putting it into trial. What it did do was cut the red tape so that the testing process went faster and made hundreds of millions of doses. They started manufacturing it, even before they knew what was going to work. And think what a great bet that was, because right now we have the first doses being, the FDA approved the Pfizer vaccine on Friday. Today is Tuesday. The first vaccines were given yesterday. Imagine if they had said, okay, it's approved, now let's start making it. Right. Instead, they're shipping out millions of doses. So this is one of the great achievements ever in the history of medicine and public health. Now we have to see, over a period of time, are there any safety concerns? So far, it seems to be very safe at 2 months. 95% effective. Are you kidding me? Yeah. That's amazing. So I will be first in line. And in fact, I am on a waiting list as a first responder. But I don't think people should be worried about it. Seriously. Then we're in the last thing I'll say about it is we're not starting from zero. We are in the middle of a pandemic. So the risk benefit changes as opposed to everything's fine. I think I'll take a vaccine about something that may or may not affect me in 10 years. No, this is 300,000 people, 200,000 people, 300,000 people a day. We have 300,000 deaths. We have several 100,000 people a day getting sick, or getting infected. So to me, it's kind of a no-brainer, but I understand logic doesn't always win. So we have to reach out to various groups, and the NIH is doing that. It's not one size fits all. Communities of color, minorities have reason to be suspicious based on past experiments like Tuskegee that were done, where they followed Black men who had syphilis and they didn't treat them. They wanted to see what the natural history was. There's a reason for that mistrust. We have to address that. And I think the most effective way is going to be what is being done, which is grassroots. Go to faith leaders. One pastor in Minneapolis said to me, John, they may not believe the NIH, they may not believe the FDA or the CDC, but they're going to believe the pastor. And I'm going to tell them what to do. And I love that. Are you also addressing that in
Well, as I said, Jews never listen to their rabbis. It's a different thing. But Jews take medicine. This is not in the Jewish community. Listen, do you know that the Rabbinical Association used to have its own health plan, but the health plan kicked the rabbis off because they used the health plan so much it broke broke the bank. It wasn't profitable at all. I don't think that issue of taking the vaccine is going to be an issue for the Jewish community in general.
You know, Rabbi, our rabbi growing up in the Malvern Jewish Center in the 60s was Rabbi Samuel Cheel.
Uh-huh.
And he wrote a book. I don't know if you know him, but he wrote a book
I
called
do know of him.
War Participants.
Yep.
And he talked about, I remember one day there was my father told me that he gave a big speech about civil rights in the 60s.
Uh-huh.
And somebody in the congregation said, you should talk about, Jewish things. It should be like things. And he said, this is a Jewish thing.
That's what CBST is. We totally see that our values are about at CBST. We have an immigration rights clinic, the only synagogue, I think, in the United States that has our own immigration clinic inside the synagogue that we support, because immigration, that's a Jewish issue. We're engaged in Muslim Jewish outreach and engagement constantly. We've been, until COVID, we were standing in front of a mosque every single Friday from the moment that Donald Trump became president until COVID, every single Friday, to show the Jewish community that there are New York Jews. The gay Jews of New York stand with our Muslim brothers and sisters. So I'm totally with you. I think that you inspire me. I will give a drash about getting the vaccine. I think my problem is going to be, as I said, people are going to want it multiple times. And I'm proud to say that the first vaccine in New York State was in Long Island Jewish
Medical Center, where my father was a dentist who's the head of maxillofacial prosthetics there. You are reminding me of in Malvern, since I mentioned Malvern Jewish Center, and you said the word synagogue. I remember the very first time I saw it written out. I was in Hebrew school, and it was written on the chalkboard. And believe it or not, he will confess, I was very young. I turned to the person sitting next to me, I believe it was Risa Furman, and said, "What is synagogue?" And
we
I just figured it out.
Synagogue.
Yeah.
And I see Seth going, "What is synagogue?"
I had to really think for a long time. I'm like, Miss Saigon?
Right.
Yeah, synagogue here.
Synagogue, yeah. So I did.
I totally agree with you. And science is important, and vaccines important. Listen, our community, which went through AIDS, 40% of our synagogue died from AIDS. And I very early on, I was one of the voices in the Jewish community to get rabbis to talk about what safer sex, condoms, anal sex, all those words to get used from the Bima, because we as rabbis have to be talking about taking care of health as a primary issue. It is, pikuach nefesh is a basic Jewish concept.
I love this discussion, and I love the fact that what Rabbi Samuel Cheel taught me in the 60s is being carried on. The baton is handed to people like you, that that's a place for teaching civil rights and social justice and issues like that, and that's very much part of the Jewish tradition.
Absolutely. And
Guys, it's a love fest.
And those who say it isn't just are wrong. So I'm comfortable saying that. And God's on our side. I'm comfortable saying that too.
That's what I love, opinions. I can't stand it could be either way. Bravo, Sharon Kleinbaum.
Dr. LaPook, there are so many questions here.
You're gonna have to come back.
I almost feel like these comments maybe will tomorrow, but there is one just because it's so current and I haven't heard it. California is now in mass fatality mode. What is that? What does that mean?
This is the first I'm hearing that, but I just left Los Angeles because I was there for a month, and I know that it was just exploding in California. It was in lockdown mode. And what happens is when you have so many people, I thought it was like 35,000 people maybe in a day got infected, but a lot of people were getting infected. And of course, that's a prelude to them being hospitalized, a certain percentage being hospitalized, and then a prelude to death. So yes, we have a vaccine around the corner, but I was out there one day. I decided I would go out and see what it looked like on the street. And I turned around because I thought maybe I'd take a walk outside and not run into anybody. I turned around because there were people out there without masks, young people. And I think, that mask, it says, whether it's written or not, it says, "I respect you." That's what it says on the other side of that.
Dr. Pook, before you go, you can't really see. Well, don't disturb Bagel. Can you see the pillow?
Don't kill grandma.
It's yours. It's going to be slightly used from Bagel, but it's yours if you want it.
Who did that?
We have what's it called?
The merchandise.
We have
now.
merchandise now. We're getting it for you. It's our Stars in the House cup. We're getting it for you. So don't go anywhere for Hanukkah. We're sending it to you.
Swag.
That's right. There it comes.
There you go.
Don't kill grandma. Dr. LaPook, we will see you. We have a lot of questions, but we've got to do the fundraiser.
All right, tomorrow, Lietrot.
Lietrot, thanks you for your good work. Keep it up. So proud.
Okay.
Thank you.
Same to you.
We love Dr. L.
Yeah,
Rabbi Sharon Kleinbaum, you'll be back. I'm going to bring you back in like a minute because you're going to have to help us out in this next thing. I'm going to bring on the brilliant. Okay. I'm going to bring in our brilliant songstress who's here for Hanukkah, and we'll be back for Christmas Eve. She runs all the holidays. The amazing Ms. Ann Hampton Callaway.
Hello, everybody! Woo! What a great show!
First of all, you look stunning. The colors are beautiful. You're doing John Bucchino's concert tonight, aren't you?
Yes. I'm a Gemini. I like doing it all.
So hilarious.
How are you, Seth?
I'm great,
you for having
Ann.
me on your show. And boy, Sharon is rocking my world, Rabbi Sharon. And what an amazing! I'm so proud to be a part of this because what she and the synagogue are doing are just so much of what I believe in. And so thank you for supporting such an amazing, inclusive, spiritual place.
Do you have your phone? I'm going to send you some donations.
Oh, yes. I've got my
send you
phone right here.
Its name is. If you don't know, you donate on the bottom right down there, and then you forward your receipt to donations@starsinthehouse.com, and one of our celebrities like Ann Hampton Callaway will read. Who's donated so far?
Sabrina, thanks for giving us $102. Nancy, thank you too for 102. David Mitch from New York City, 36. In honor of Seth Rudetsky and Stars in the House. From your old camp buddy and CBST member to thank you for your support of all our communities.
Amazing placement. Hi, David Milch. We went to musical theater summer camp together. You, Dan. Okay, I want everyone to put their thinking caps on right now. So Ann Hampton Callaway has volunteered for this fundraiser for CBST to compose us a song on the spot. And what we need, she's brilliant. We need some words that remind you of CBST and also of Jewish holidays. So start putting in the comments any words that remind you of the synagogue and also of Jewish holidays. So I'm going to ask some of our people that are here. Judy Gold, I'm going to ask you for a word. Judy Gold, give me a word.
Hi, Judy.
Hi. Okay, I have to give you a word.
Yeah, that reminds you of Jewish holidays or CBST or whatever, something Jewish.
Okay, Tallis.
Thank you, Tallis. Talles. Marc Shaiman, what about you?
Challah.
Challah, it is.
Challah.
My sister Nancy is playing it very sweet. She says joy.
Joy. Very nice. What is
Joan.
tallis, by the way? Connection, thank you.
A tallis, is what you wear around your shoulders. It has the little frills at the end of it. It's a tallis.
Okay, thank you.
And connections, one from Joan Friedman. Here's some real Jewish ones. Bubby and Zeta. That's grandma and grandpa.
And Zeta.
Poor Ann Hampton Callaway. Rabbi Sharon Kleinbaum. Don't go anywhere. Give me a word that reminds you of CBST or just Jewish holidays.
Fasting.
Fasting.
Sadly fasting. Thank you.
Does liquor count, by the way?
Yeah, you could put a Manischewitz if you want. We also have, there's some hard words for you to rhyme. Pesach. And you also have Latka.
Okay.
And this one's kind of easier to rhyme. Prayer shawl. That's basically a tallis of the prayer shawl. How many more do you need? I feel bad giving you so many damn words.
I've been taking notes on the show, just like interesting things that people are saying. And so I think I can probably do something for everyone.
I'm going to give you two more that are hard.
Okay, great. Thank you, everyone.
Tzedakah is charity. Money that you give to charity.
Oh my God, tzedakah?
Yeah, tzedakah. It means you give money to charity. It's the money you give to charity.
Tzedakah.
You mentioned liquor, and sadly, this is our liquor, Manischewitz. But I love it because it's so sweet.
This is the worst group of words I have ever been asked.
This one's easy. Javits Center.
Javits Center. Okay.
And of course, only a Jew would like this. we have from Donna, gefilte fish.
Gefilte fish. By the way, when you wrote to me, you said to me, Anne, you were saying, welcome to Jewish people on the show and the adjacent Jews. I want you to know, Seth, I'm so thrilled about this news. On 23andMe, I found out that I am 1% Ashkenazi Jew. So I am a part of the tribe now, and I've always suspected that I was, but now I know for sure. So
I love it. I'm Ashkenazi. And by the way, no joke, I'm literally 100%. When I did 23andMe, we're like the total opposites. I'm 100, you're 1. But you're one of us, Ann Hampton Callaway.
I know, I feel so good. You know, Liz and I grew up in Riverdale for part of our childhood. We were the only Gentiles, and it was so lonely. It was terrible.
Now you should have known you were part of it. All right, so I'm going to wish you luck. Do you need any more help from me?
Just your good wishes. Keep them coming. So, harmony, melody, and words that rhyme and somehow make sense. Okay, here we go.
I'm going to bring the rabbi on.
I'm really excited. I can't wait to hear what emerges from this.
Okay.
But I'm very proud to make you a member of the synagogue.
She's a member of the tribe.
Now you're a member of the synagogue.
Yes, that would be great to be a member.
Okay,
excellent. All right. I'm proud to be here on the 6th night of Hanukkah. I wish that I could have a latke with some vodka. I'm thrilled to be supporting CBST. Thank you, Rabbi Sharon, for caring. I love that you are all about inclusion and connection. And I hope that every Bubba and Zeta is too. I want to be there and one day finally wear a tallis and be at the palace of a tallis. I love Jewish food. It's so yummy and delish. And tonight I'm going to go shopping for some homemade gefilte fish. Pesach, I want to be a drinker of Manischewitz eternally. Joy to the world, joy to the world, and please give your donations liberally. Tzedakah, is that a songwriter who knows Neil Sedaka? Please give a lot of money to CBST. You heard it from me. Give a lot of money to CBST. And happy, happy, happy Hanukkah. Oi to the world, which means joy to the world. Was I too loud? I didn't mean to holler. Don't forget to give CBST your every last dollar.
Perfect. Oh my God.
I mean,
I wrote that many years ago, and it was so nice to dust off a chestnut.
Yes.
Dust off an old classic. And we love you. Coming back on Christmas Eve with your lovely sister, whatever her name is.
That's right, but Seth, you need to write her. She doesn't want to invest in matching nightgowns, and I'm a little bitter.
I've heard about that. We're going to talk about that.
Okay. We might need a GoFundMe fund for this. Yeah.
I'm handling it. Ann Hampton Callaway, we love you. Thank you so much for always supporting us.
Thank
Bye.
you. Fabulous.
She's just the best.
She's the best.
I'm dying for her to write a damn Broadway show. Okay, let me make
Yeah,
sure.
really, she's amazing.
Oh my God, we got more donations. Okay, so hold on. Let me just make sure I'm going in the right order. I think next up, and oh my God, we have our Yiddish Tevye himself, Mr. Steven Skybell.
Wow.
Yay.
Hello.
Hi,
See,
Steven
yes,
Skybell.
We're in the audience for, I think, every single one of your performances.
Who was?
The members of the synagogue who are here tonight. You're just God for CBST members.
Well, that's very kind. You know, I don't know if you know, I'm a gay Jew.
Yeah, I do know that actually.
So I'm happy to be here tonight to help support the CBST.
But Rabbi Kleinbaum, he's a gay Jew from Texas. Aren't you from Texas?
I am indeed, Lubbock, Texas.
Lubbock, Texas.
100 Jewish families. I grew up with 100 Jewish families. And I do think, back in the day when I first moved to New York City, I went to CBST. Would it have been like in the village on Bethune?
Yeah, we were there until 2016.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I went there.
Wow. What year do you think that was?
1988, starting around 1988, because I lived on Bank Street and I went there. And I'll tell you, growing up in a small Texas town, Jewish, I never felt anti-Semitism. I never really felt homophobia directed to me. Yeah. But had there been a synagogue like that growing up, then the angst and the troubles would have been minimized, Well,
I think for many of us, I grew up in New Jersey in a town there were no Jews. And I grew up in the 60s in a New Jersey town, and all I wanted to do was to get to Manhattan.
Yeah, right.
When I turned 11, my mother said I could take the bus in by myself. It was the early 70s.
Yeah.
To me, I would get off at the Port Authority in 1971, 1972, and I thought I was in the Emerald City.
Yeah, exactly.
And I would walk around and culture, New York. I had no money, so I would do the intermission thing for every Broadway show.
Yeah.
Before 9/11, you could do that.
Yes, right. Yes.
Smoke, and you just kind of moved with the crowd back in.
That's it.
And I was in heaven, and I wish I had it too.
Yeah.
So I came to CBST in 1992. So I became the rabbi there.
Yeah. I don't have such a clear memory, but I remember being there, and I remember being there with a boyfriend at the time, and it was so for high holidays, and it was very, very movingly meaningful to not feel, because it just was wonderful.
Well, Steve, I got to tell you, the music has really improved since then. We have a fantastic music director, Joyce Rosenzweig, who I'm sure is watching tonight.
Okay.
And we now have a major music program, fantastic cantorial students.
Yeah.
Choir.
And music kind of at the core of CBST now.
That's wonderful. Joyce Rosenzweig.
It wasn't so true back then.
I don't remember thinking one thing or the other.
Yeah, music.
That's wonderful.
Look how big. I mean, look how
oh my goodness.
Yeah, this was a Rosh Hashanah service. So this might have been what Benj Pasek was talking about, because this is at the what's that called?
In the 30s.
Yeah, no, 24th Street. Somebody's gonna put. I can't believe I can't remember what that is.
Manhattan Center.
No, the Manhattan. It's not the Manhattan Center. It's the
And our show's over.
I can't remember the name of it.
Steven Skybell, speaking of being over, I have to cut your song right now. I've got to hear Rich Man ASAP for all the people that saw you do it live. We're going to recreate. Are you okay? Do you have the accompaniment?
Yeah, I do. But are you going to play the other one or no?
We're going to see. It depends because already it's 9 o'clock. Because
the other one's a Hanukkah song.
Steven Skybell to hear.
I know, but guys, I mean, I've got a lot of Jews waiting. Yeah. I just thought the liveness is so much more thrilling to have the live.
No, I understand. That's fine. It's just it was a beautiful Hanukkah song, but it that's fine.
It doesn't stop me from showing it tomorrow. All right, Steven Skybell, we want this live ASAP.
All right,
bring
you
on
ready?
Masonic Hall. It's the Masonic Hall.
Okay.
Rabbi Kleinbaum, it's too late.
Here
all right,
go.
Sorry.
You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Let me get my Yiddish thinking cap on. Wenn ich bin ein Rothschild, ganzen Tag wollte ich sich mit die Bumm. Wenn ich bin ein reicher Mann, Hand in kaltem Wasser, nicht reingetan. Gewollt gehabt, a Deidelbeitel Geld, und gewinn a Seidel, Edelmann. Und ich wollte mir aufgebeut, a Haus wie a Palaz, Dafke, inmitten von der Stadt. A Schein am Dach, und a Keimen, was bloß da reich. A lange Trepp von Holz, wird laufen a Reif, a zweiter noch länger läuft er ab. A dritter läuft, ich weiß noch nicht wie hoch. Uns wird meine Häuf sein voll mit Katschkes und Gänse, die Sonne manch Platz im Sonnensee. Von dem Krähen wären die Euren nie. Und jede was heißt jeden? Ich hab gelegte Nei. Und heißt noch als gewohnt a reicher Jid. Wenn ich bin Rothschild, ganze Tag wollte ich sich mit die Bumm, wenn ich bin ein reicher Mann, Hand in kaltem Wasser, nicht reingetrunken, wie die Bumm. Gewollt gehabt, a Deidelbeitel Geld, und gewinn a Seidel, Edelmann. Oh, dies rein Weib, mein Gold, setz schon neuse Gewirte, geht mit der Keule, mit der Beuch. Macht der Zimmes, sta mit der Prostentop. Sie wischt dem Schweiß und sie bloßt, geh schon wie ein Paar. Oh, es geht von ihrer Reich. Gatten alle Diensten, bald der Jog. Und jeder Gewirr in Stadt wird kommen zu und fragen mir, und wie bei Schleume am Melech, geht er nicht zu mir, ich bin, kratzt die Boot, Reb Tevye, sagt der Wort, Reb Tevye. Auf die Scheile euch der Rov, die Peis dreht, bye, 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 bye. Since was ich in Schumnat gemienet sie, mein Entfer hat der Tam. Wer ist reich, versteht, soll es euch. Wenn ich bin reich, hab ich sich Zeit und ich geh 3 Mal a Tag in Schule rein. Und ich kauf mir a Stott bei der Misrechwand. Und ich lern Schaß und Poske mit die frommen Jiden. Gott en Joven wird das sein. Efter nur in unser heilig Land. Wenn ich bin ein Rothschild, ganze Tage wollte ich sich mit die Bumm. Wenn ich bin ein reicher Mann, Hand in kaltem Wasser, nicht reingetan wie die Bumm. Gott, was warft von Himmel uns der Mann? Beschließt, ich bleib ein Mann. Was wollt schon gestört bei dir den Plan? Wenn ich bin ein reicher Mann.
Okay. A, amazing. B, 70J Block is clapping for you. 70J Block's loving it. I love that you were clapping. Okay, I agree with Jeannie. My dad would have loved this. I agree with Big Guy. Steven Skybell is the best Tevye ever. And Jackie Hoffman sent me a very sweet note. Have him do the Hanukkah song, you bastard. Jack, tomorrow is still Hanukkah. We're going to play it tomorrow.
All right.
Which is actually perfect. So
Fair enough.
It's filmed.
It's in Yiddish and with subtitles. I just want to get it out there. It's unlike any Hanukkah song I've ever heard.
So you come on tomorrow and we'll introduce it because it's the second to last night of Hanukkah.
All right.
All right, Steven Skybell, we love you. Thank you. That was amazing.
Bye-bye.
That was so impressive. My Bobby and Zayda would have loved this. Okay, so now let me counteract that sweetness with Judy Gold. Judy is let's just say she's got her own brand of comedy. The brilliant Miss Judy Gold. Oh, Judy. Judy,
Oh
I
my
know.
God! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Wait, is it my what? Wait, what happened? Wait,
I know
what
I
time
said
is
you'd be
it?
on by
Wait,
8.
is Hanukkah still? What is it? This is the longest show in his. It's Purim. It's Purim.
That is an inside Jewish joke. Judy, take it away, and I'll give you a red light.
I thought you were staying on. You're making
Okay.
me stand up.
Yeah, okay, great. So, Judy, I'm going to ask all the questions. I love all your signature bits. By the way, Judy just did my podcast, Not Since High School. We talked a lot about her crazy experiences in high school, which were not that pleasant.
So fun. Wait, I have some Jewish jokes I want to do. I just want to say, number one, I did Zoom high holiday services. And it was interesting because two things happened. I was doing the Zoom. I was sitting on my sofa in front of the TV, and I was criticizing what everyone was wearing. And I was whispering. I'm like, why am I whispering? I'm in my living room. I'm like, do you think? I'm like, oh my God. So yeah. So that was that. And here's the other Jewish thing.
Wait, you mean you used the same volume you used behind the mechitza in synagogue as just sitting by yourself in the living room?
Yes, exactly. Okay. And number two. Now, I know you're in New York. I'm in Provincetown right now because I couldn't take it anymore. But the only thing to do in New York now is to go eat outside in sukkahs. They're all sukkahs all over the street. That's all it is. They stole it from us. They built these sukkahs. And now I am just waiting for a big truck to come and mow someone down. And it's going to be like, oh my God, is that blood? No, it's marinara sauce. Wait, I think I found some brain mat. Oh no, that's ricotta cheese. Good night, folks.
No one's going to sleep. Judy Gold, talk about, I have to ask you all my classic questions. We were talking about you being tall, and talk about what you quote unquote overheard at the doctor's office when you were young.
Okay, so yes, my mother used to take me to the doctor to get measured and weighed, and they would lecture to me. This is one of my first jokes in my act, by the way. But it's a true story. They would lecture to me on how, oh my God, you're so lucky to be so tall. All the kids are, I had this, wait, can I just do my one joke that everyone used to pick on me in school? And because, they'd all call me Bigfoot and Sasquatch because I was so tall. And then I'd go home to my mother and I'd say, Mom, everyone's picking on me in high school. I don't know what to do. And she'd say, Judith, don't worry about it. They're jealous of you. Okay. Go upstairs and put on your father's clothes. All right, let me just say something. One of my first jokes. Anyway, so she would take me to the doctor to get me measured and weighed. I will never forget this. And they would, oh, you're so lucky. It's so good, blah, blah. And one day they're lecturing to me, and my mother says, could you leave the room for a minute? I'd like to talk to the doctor alone. And I said, sure. And I was listening by the door, and all of a sudden I heard her say, when is it going to stop? Okay. So because of that, I am a comedian. Because of those. Yeah. By the way, I also did my DNA. I am 99.8% Ashkenazi Jew. And Elisa, my lover, is 99.9% Ashkenazi Jew. They took off 1% for rhinoplasty. Good night, folks. Thank you.
Gotta stop outing her. Speaking of your mom, and because this is a gay synagogue with gay parents, I would love for you to describe how your mom sort of talked about you adopting your girlfriend at the time's baby when you first adopted Sharon's baby.
So we had Henry in 1996. So my ex gave birth to him, and I did, what was a second parent adoption. And my mother couldn't hide it anymore. So she used to tell people because, I remember I was doing Rosie and Henry was filling in for Madonna's kid. They faked that Madonna was, and so all my mother's friends were like, and I went and got Henry from, Rosie says to Madonna, oh, this is not Lourdes. This is actually one of our writers, Judy Gold, and I came and got, and my mother's phone was ringing. Judith had a baby? I didn't know Judith had a baby. So this is what my mother would tell them. Judith's roommate had a baby, and then Judith adopted it. So Judith's roommate, lovely girl, she very nice. She takes in the mail while Judith is traveling. She was walking down the street. There was a hypodermic needle flying around. It happened to have some in it. It landed in a vagina. She had a baby, and then Judith adopted the baby. And I'm like, yeah, Ma, that's exact. Like people like, oh, you know what? I was like, oh, we live here. We should probably share the expenses. I mean, if the baby's going to be here, I mean, like the most ridiculous. And I'm like, Ma, half of your friends have gay kids. Well, if they're not going to talk about it, I'm not going to bring it up.
So much yelling. Okay,
Yes.
Finally, I made you to do all my favorite old bits, please. And I know you probably won't remember it. Please just do your mother on the dating game. Do you remember any aspect of it?
Oh my God, that was one of my favorite bits. Oh, thanks for remembering. All right, I said my mother, after my father's died, my mother should be a contestant on the dating game. I hope I remember this. Bachelor number 1. I'm getting an MRI. They close the apparatus, and you are allowed to whisper something to me. Oh, God, I wish I knew the thing. What were the choices? What do you say? Then there was one, Bachelor number 3. We're at a dinner dance at the temple.
Already I'm obsessed. Dinner dance is so classic Temple. Go on, sorry.
We're at a dinner dance at the temple. I fall and break a hip. Do you A, come and rescue me, B, leave me there to drop dead, or C, I don't even remember. Oh, I got to look it up. I don't even remember. I loved doing that joke. And then I had that other joke about how my mother is writing her autobiography. I came, I saw, I criticized.
But also about, she always thought the healthcare aides were stealing from her.
Right. Well, she did have the home healthcare aid, this is one of my favorite jokes, but it's long. And I know you have I think Marc Shaiman already flew to Australia.
Okay, hold on. Well, I'll check on him. Maybe he's around. Marc? Okay, good.
He stole that from me.
Oh, well, then
just texting a little bit. Yeah, go ahead.
You could just say, what did your mother want to call her book? And
so my mother used to complain about the home health aides all the time, everything they did. She would whisper about them on the phone to me while they were sitting next to her on the phone. I'd call her up and be like, "Hey, Ma, what's going on?" So she came in, and I asked her to dust. Now she sits on her ears all day long, doesn't do a goddamn thing. And then 15 minutes later, I walk into the living room. There's a dust ball on the floor. There's a doily behind one of the pictures that I put there on purpose. I'm like, Ma, you're planting doilies around the house? You're mentally ill. What's going on? And every day I call up. Hey, Ma, what's going on? Today, she walked in. She ate a raisin. She used the bathroom. There was 28 cents on my nightstand. I go back in there, and there's 3 pennies. Said that the quarter walked away. It just walked. I'm like, Ma, listen, I can't. So I told her she wasn't allowed to. I told her she wasn't allowed to talk about the home health aid anymore. And then 3 weeks later, she calls me up. She's like, I know I'm not allowed to talk about it, but I have an idea for a book. It'll be a paperback book about funny stories and vignettes about my home health aides and how they annoy me. And I could call it something like My Life with AIDS. And I was like, great title and riveting top. Can you imagine going to a bookstore, seeing a book on display, My Life with AIDS, with an old Jewish woman's face on the cover, and you're thinking, oh, what a fascinating story that must be. And then you pick up the book and you read the back of it. I asked her to come at 12:30. She comes at 12:45. Wants to know why I'm not going to pay for the half hour, the whole hour. I asked her to go get a head of lettuce. She comes back with cabbage. Who the hell doesn't know the difference between lettuce? All right. Anyway, so that was that. But we do have the best Hanukkah gift in the world.
That is Judy's new book. And Nancy, I bought you a copy. I haven't mailed it yet. It's called Yes, I Can Say That. It's all about Judy saying that you're allowed to say what you want when you're a comic. That's part of comedy, is pushing boundaries. I've never seen better reviews for a book, Judy Gold.
Really? Thank you. Yeah, it's a lot of history. It's not a memoir. It's really about censorship and the history of comedy and why we cannot silence comedians. We
That's
cannot. We are the truth tellers.
I agree.
And it's funny.
By the way, I love that the back cover somehow is whispered of your mother. I have a walk-in.
I know.
Somehow it's in small print.
12:30. She comes at 12:45 once.
All right, Judy Gold, peace out. Go to sleep. Thank you. We love you.
Okay, happy Hanukkah, everyone. I love you, and keep your halo just fell.
I'm ignoring you. Please welcome to the stage. Please wake up, Mr. Marc Shaiman. Marky.
Hello.
Hi.
I love her so much.
Marc Shaiman, I'm going to send you some donations.
Oh, jeez.
Isn't Judy Gold hilarious, the whispering?
I love her so that whispering.
I asked her to come at 12:30. She shows up at 12:45. She wonders why I'm not going to pay her for that half hour. Shut up.
Oh, wait. If you're going to send a text, I need to...
Oh, no. Do you have to get out of your blah, blah, blah?
Here, I got it here. Oh, jeez, it's so small. I'm too old for that. All right. Okay. Am I going to sing this first or the song you want me to sing first or what?
You do your thing.
I love all this talk about mothers. I've got my own stories. Listen to me. Listen how I'm talking.
I know you never talk like this, Marc Shaiman. When did you become so Jewish?
My two favorite Essence of Jewish Mother stories are one, many years ago, I called her on the Sunday, as I do, and she said, "What'd you do yesterday?" And maybe a little full of myself, I said, "Well, I rehearsed with Billy Crystal all day, and then I worked with Bette Midler all night." And she said, "So maybe through them you'll meet someone important." Then,
it's so classic.
Then this is Essence of Judaism. My sister once said to her, "Ma, I want to be the first to wish you a happy and healthy New Year." And she said, "Never mind with the happy."
And no explanation. I totally get it. I agree with this. This must be from Gary. Marc Shaiman, the most humble, sweet genius in the whole world.
Oh, jeez. Well,
Marc Shaiman, you have a request for the song I want. Literally, the doctor song.
Okay, so this is a song I wrote for my sister's wedding. I will play the part of my mother. A doctor, my daughter, oh, she's marrying a doctor. So if your kids need shots, just call up my daughter and ask for her husband, the doctor. Gewalt on my plots. Actually, right now, he's an intern, but soon he'll be a urologist. So you should all make appointments if it burns when you pish. Every checkup buys a setup and a serving dish. A doctor, oh really, I'm cavelling. It's a Jewish Mother's Day, because now I can complain about every ache and pain and never have to pay.
I agree with that. I don't like that it winded you, but you still got it.
Still got it.
Marky, please read those donations. You don't have to sing them if you're, I don't want to wind you more.
Well, look, they're so long. Oh, with there's whole Rose from Plainview. She gave $100. Do I say all about thank you? Your participation strengthens our bold spiritual community of resistance and love. What? Donald from North Carolina. Are there Jews in North Carolina? He gave $30, so we thank him. Matt, $100. AB from New York, $180. And Melanie, $18.
Hi.
Oh, wow.
I added a third.
Yeah.
How dare you? That was right in the pocket, as we say in the business. Randall says pish and serving dish, killing me. Bravo on the lyric.
It's probably the only song on earth with the lyric, the word pish in it.
But not the last. Marc, we love you. I'm bringing on our final beltress of the evening, she's counteracting our synagogue by the most beautiful Christmas tree I've ever seen. It is Stephanie J. Block. Hold on, you're muted. You're muted. Wait. Why are you muted? Did you mute yourself? Hold on, she muted herself by accident.
I'm so bad at this. I'm so bad at this technical stuff. Hi, Marc.
Hi. That's very much like a Jewish mother having to say, "You're muted."
I'm muted. I'm having some tea. Look here. Don't you see?
What?
Can you not see?
No, the camera's not enough over. Hey, a Hanukkah. It's not quite it's not as big as a Christmas tree, but I'll take it.
Oh man, let me change. Look, watch. Let's go. You got it? You got it? Is it in the camera now?
Yes, ma'am. 70J Block, you did our fundraiser last year for the Gay Lesbian Center. Was it last year or 2 years ago? I think it was last year.
2. No, I'm going to say 2.
Was it?
What's time? Does anybody know what time is anymore?
Was it pre-Tony, post-Tony? 70J Block, how is your daughter loving that Christmas tree? She's old enough to finally really appreciate it, right?
Yes. And I go a little crazy. I don't have much of a purpose, right? So it's all about throw pillows and Christmas trees. So we have 3 Christmas trees this year. We need joy, people.
I love
and if
it.
I can find it at Home Goods or TJ Maxx, I will buy that crap.
I applaud you. 70J Block, you and I have a concert coming up, right? In January.
Yes, we do. Maybe January 24th?
Something like it's you and Sebastian though this time, right?
Yes, I'm going to sing with my husband.
Okay, that I'm very proud of.
Me
Hey, have
too.
you ever Marc Shaiman? Why has Stephanie J. Block never done a Marc Shaiman show? She tried out and you never even given her a call back?
I don't know if I've. No,
Yeah, we've
that's
never
a fib.
really. Have we met? We're
We've
acting like show
met-
business, like we know each other.
Like through Shoshana Bean and through my dear friend Camila Marshall. And but have we been
not
in a
really.
rehearsal room? No. Have we done like a benefit? This is as close as I think Marc Shaiman and I have ever performed together.
But I worship you.
And this will be my Hanukkah gift, just being on the screen with Mr. Marc Shaiman. Also, can I bring up something? When you introduced Judy Gold, you went, Judy is, did you understand that? You said Judaism? Does she know that? Do you know that?
No, I didn't even get that.
It piqued my ear right away. I was like, she must use that all the time. Judy is,
I gotta tell her that joke.
Yes, use it.
70J Block played a Jewess in falsettos. You were Trin. By the way, Trin is not really a Jewish name, so already there's something going on. Marc,
Right, but we made up the name Mendel Weisenbachfeld for Mendel when we were doing it this last time, and so now that is scribed by Bill Finn and James as his last name. So I'm Trina Weisenbachfeld. So there you go.
Marc Shaiman, anything new coming up Jewish-wise for you, by the way? Do you celebrate Hanukkah? Okay. On a side note, speaking of CBST, William Finn, who wrote Falsettos, is a longtime CBST member, just FYI.
Oh, I did not know that.
And then all capital letters from Rabbi Sharon Kleinbaum. I love Marc Shaiman. All right.
I see that. I see it.
All right, so 70J Block, we're going to close out the show tonight. We have more donations. You know what? Wait, do you have your phone with you? Can I send you more donations?
Can I leave screen for a hot second?
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, hon. Okay, hold on. I'm sending this to Stephanie J. Block. Let me make sure this is your phone number. 917. Just kidding. Okay, hold on.
I don't have anything. Oh, here we go. One attachment. Oh, no. Okay. All right. $36 from myjewishbooks.com in honor of Seth. Remy from New York City, $54. We love CBST and Stars in the House. Thank you. Marc from Massachusetts, $50. Stars in the House never fails to enlighten and entertain. Much love to all. Shalom, everybody.
You guys were on Stars in the House like from the very beginning. You had to be on like the first, Marc, you had to be on like the first week. You guys have been supporting for so long. Thank you to both of you for being so supportive.
Thank you. You're so good in this world, Seth. You are so good in this world.
I'm not praising myself. I'm praising you guys. Look how cute Bagel is. Can you see?
Cute. Can I bring Macaco? Oh, he's going to be so mad. Hold on.
Yes, he's an angel. Where's your little baby, Marc? Usually he's hanging out.
She's upstairs with my husband, Lou.
Oh.
Why am I talking like this?
Look at him.
Button
He's
face.
13 and a half years old. He's on so much medication. I can't even tell you, but we will keep this little guy alive until, I don't know, how old? Like biblical old. Old.
He can't be on as much medication as Jackie Hoffman. Jackie, do you think you're on? Hold on, let me ask. Jackie, what do you think?
Jackie.
You gotta laugh. Steph. Okay, so we're gonna close. Marc, I want you to hear Stephanie J. Block describe when she sang the song in a talent show. Stephanie, please describe the bizarre talent show when you sang this as a kid.
This was Brea Talent Show. Brea's in Orange County, California. I think I was, 12, 13. And we had a big, like a applause-o-meter. And there was a person behind a cardboard like box and an arrow. And depending on how the audience applauded, he would move the arrow like this.
So it wasn't electronic. It was based on his own hearing.
Based on the human inside the brown paper box.
That's so stupid. Did you win with this song, by the way?
No.
You placed.
Damn it. And I also, when it was between me and Lauren Ambrose back in, 2011 or something, I didn't win that time either.
Wow, that was some inside scoop. We're talking about the Funny Girl revival. That is hilarious that you're that specific. Wait, you were that close?
Oh, yes. In fact, I'm going to be a little fancy right now. I'm going to drop some names. Literally, we're not this fancy. I want to tell the story because it sounds like we are, because I'm in Home Goods way too much. So I need to affirm my own life. We were in Tuscany with Alain Boublil. Yeah, just going on a little vacation. And that's when Bartlett Shear called to say, it's not happening because with you, it would be a tremendous revival. But with Lauren Ambrose, it's going to be a tremendous rebirth. So I lost to the rebirth. I honor him. I honor her. But that was almost 10 years ago. And it still is like stinging in my ear.
Marc, do you remember any of your bad reviews?
Oh my God, are you kidding?
I know,
Literally, just this morning, I was thinking of a few of them. Oh.
You're a mess. All right, let's hear this applause-o-meter. We'll be the judge. Stephanie J. Block, take it away. We're going to leave screen.
Okay, goodbye.
Thank you, everyone, for donating. It's been an amazing night. Thank you for supporting CBST.
Tell me when. Don't tell me not to live, just sit and putter. Life's candy, the sun's a ball of butter. Don't bring around a cloud to rain on my parade. Don't tell me not to fly, I've simply got to. If someone takes a spill, it's me, not you. Who told you you're allowed to rain on my parade? I'll march my band out, I'll beat my drum, and if I'm fanned out, your turn at bat, sir. At least I didn't fake it, sir. I guess I didn't make it, but whether I'm the rose of sheer perfection, a freckle on the nose of life's complexion, the cinder or the shiny apple of its eye, I gotta try once, I gotta fly once, only can die once, right, sir? Ooh, life is juicy, juicy, and you'll see I gotta have my bite, sir. Get ready for me, love, cause I'm a comer. I've simply gotta march, my heart's a drummer. Don't bring around a cloud to rain on my parade. I'm gonna live and live now. Get what I want, I know how. One roll for the whole shebang. One throw that bell will go bang. Eye on the target and wham. One shot, one gunshot and bam. Hey, look at me, world. Here I am. How much my band out. I will beat my drum, and if I'm found out, your turn at bat, sir. At least I didn't fake it, sir. I guess I did make it. Get ready for me, love, cause I'm a comer. I've simply gotta march, my heart's a drummer. Nobody is gonna rain on my parade.
Stephanie, the placement is so good. Have you been singing? You sound so warmed up.
Have you been doing 8 shows a week and we don't know it?
No, I wish. Gosh, I miss it so much.
Oh my God, you sounded amazing. So listen,
Thank you.
It has nothing to do with CBST, but everyone come see our concert. I'm going to try to see if I have a link here. We're going to be, what do we think we're going to be in January?
I feel like it's January the 24th. I feel like that's our date.
If you just go to this website, I'm posting right now, the Seth Concert Series, you can see me and Stephanie in action. Man, you're talented.
Oh, thanks, guys.
And Sebastian's joining. I'm so excited.
Oh, me too, me too. He's so charming and winning and delicious, and that voice. And we don't usually get to do it together. So this is going to be a beautiful evening for us too.
We were watching him in Rent. God, his voice is beautiful.
Come on.
Okay, we've got to say goodbye to everybody. The donations have been crazy. The applause-o-meter, I agree with this. Stephanie J. Block. It's so stupid. It doesn't make any sense. Everyone is just, wow, you're getting so many bravas. Brava. I mean,
thank you.
I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to bring on my fellow Jews, Marc Shaiman. Thank you for everything. I'm going to bring on Rabbi Sharon Kleinbaum.
Amazing. Oh, I'm so amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Food for the soul. Thank you so much.
For us too. Thank you.
Thank you.
So fantastic. Everyone, thank you so much for donating. Marc, will you play out? I'm going to play our little ending credits.
And give to Actors Fund also, everybody. Give to Actors Fund also.
Oh, wait.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Give to Actors Fund. But tonight's for CBST. All right. Marc's going to play us out with these closing credits.
All right.
1, 2, 3. Hit it. Yes.
Are we out?
We're